he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 29-yard line.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Back to throw. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. But in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Fields on first down. The open man is Westbrook.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches. Now Fields. He'll flip this out to Evans. And it's hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Browns. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had left. Last week, 4 turnovers, Charles, so this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio. Watson now to throw. Running over the middle by Graham. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
They go with Chubb on second down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Watson on third and goal. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Second down and 7. To throw is Fields. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he will have the Bears first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Grant on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st down, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Watson off play action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Deion Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Play action. It's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Fields now to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Browns are going to have it here as they start at their own 7. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give, now Watson. They'll buy some time right. And here he's got Grant. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Pringle. They find some open field here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Running right, this is Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And that's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air yet again, Watson. Flush to his right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. Elsewhere, they're in the 3rd quarter in Kansas City. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And we'll keep it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Fields eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blitzed by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 44, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. 4th
throwing one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Flushed out right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not...
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A big play that time on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
There's Mooney with another catch. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Foles. He's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off the pass.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. Bryant with a catch right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Grant. Ball sits on the 10. 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson looks to throw again. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Foles. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Pulling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
And this will be a Bears 1st down as he'll take this out to about the 33-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Browns, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got